Greetings and welcome to Rhodes University. This is Professor Enocent Msindo, the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities. It is crucial that we give you key information relating to your interface or your interaction with our faculty. But maybe before I do that, I would like to say it's a privilege that you have come to our company, and we are happy to have you. Let me maybe say a little bit about the Dean. Basically, the role of the Dean is to award you degrees and diplomas. You came to take that. You came to be awarded that. Is to lead and strategically develop the faculty in terms of what direction it takes with the academic project. It is to guide you as a student in terms of your studies, as well as to approve the kind of courses that you can take. My role is also to congratulate you on your good performance. Very soon I'll be doing that to most of you. But the other role is also to warn you when your performance is getting bad and when you are probably in danger of being excluded. I also do exclude students from the faculty, especially if you do not perform well after a long time. But this is not to threaten you, but to say to you, some of the things that we do. Okay. My office is assisted by two deputy deans, one who is a deputy dean who will be responsible for undergraduate studies, and the deputy dean for postgraduate studies. They are coming into office in a short while. We've just gone through the appointment process. As well, we are assisted by a very capable faculty officer, Miss Karen Kowari. I just want to say you are being welcomed to the biggest faculty in the university, which is over 41% of the university, almost nearing 50%. But maybe you might want to understand or to know what we mean by the humanities. What is the humanities? Basically, humanities are about studying about and of human beings. What is it that we will be dealing with? We want to deal with understanding how human beings think and what sometimes they think about. Okay. Number two, we want to find out how human beings behave and how they also interface or how they live together. We will find out as well how human beings or how people communicate. So we do that by studying language, literature, art, drama, dance, music, journalism, and stuff like that. We also want to study their past and find out how that very past is a bearing on to their future, if it has, or perhaps arguably their present. We have 11 departments in the Faculty of Humanities, that is the Department of Music, Fine Art, Drama, Anthropology, Politics, Sociology, Psychology, English Literature, History, Linguistics, and Philosophy. Then we also, in addition to that, we have got the school, two schools. One is Journalism and Media Studies, and the other one is called the School of Languages, which actually involves or includes a number of languages, namely isiXhosa, Afrikaans, Chinese Studies and Chinese language, French, German, Latin, Greek, Classical Studies, you name it. We are actually very, very well stocked. But in addition to those subjects within those particular disciplines that I was mentioning, there are other subjects that you can choose. And that's the beauty of a normal Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Social Science and other bachelor's degrees that we offer in this university, in the Faculty of Humanities. So the subjects taught by other faculties are also frequently taken by humanities students, which includes, among others, economics, management, which are in the Commerce Faculty, and others like geography, environmental science, human kinetics and econometrics, and others, including cell biology, you can actually do, which are in the science faculties. And mathematics or anything you want, you can actually do. We also offer legal theory, which is offered by the law faculty, but it's one very, very popular course for most students in the humanities. But I would like to encourage you that, in fact, throughout your journey in the faculty, you will ensure that your majors are in the Faculty of Humanities. In other words, by major, I mean a subject that you will take on a 3-year degree from year 1, year 2, year 3. You do not drop that one so that you can actually specialize with it in year 3. But maybe let me do a rundown of the degrees that we offer in the Faculty of Humanities. We offer 5 degrees from which you can actually choose. One is the Bachelor of Arts, which is called BA. BA is a 3-year degree that you do. When you do BA, you may not take management as a course for that. We offer as well Bachelor of Social Science, which is a 3-year degree. If you are to major in the Bachelor of Social Science, you must in fact major in at least one of the following. I count them for you: anthropology, economics, politics, psychology, which includes general and organizational psychology, and then sociology, which also includes general sociology, as well as industrial and economic sociology. So in addition to this, you actually also have a choice of taking at least an additional 2 other credits from any other subject group, including management as well. Then we also have the third one, which is the Bachelor of Fine Art. Bachelor of Fine Art is a 4-year degree in which fine art is compulsory. You have to take the fine art courses throughout, in addition to other humanities courses in there. And then we've got the 4th one called the Bachelor of Music, which is also a 4-year degree with compulsory music subjects. Okay, the last one is called Bachelor of Journalism, where you study what is called journalism and media studies. So journalism is a 4-year degree with compulsory journalism and media studies subjects. But how do you actually structure your degree? The degree, for you to pass at 3rd year, you must have a total of 10 credits, which means it is required ordinarily that at year 1, that is 1st year, you can take subject A1, that is subject 1 from department A, and subject 2 from department B, subject 3 from department C, subject 4 from department D. So you go with 4 subjects that you take throughout the year. At the end of the year, if you pass all the 4, you will be having 4 credit. Each full subject you take for the whole year is worth a credit. Year 2, you do the same. You take that subject at 2nd year and the other 3 at 2nd year. So you take 4 as well in total. By the end of your 2nd year, if you pass all of them, you will be having 8 credits in total. So 4 credits from 1st year and 4 credits from 2nd year makes it 8 credits in total. What does that mean? That means when you get to 3rd year, your work is easier than you thought. You will be left with 2 credits to do. So if you structure your program in that way, for the Bachelor of Arts and the Bachelor of Social Science, you will graduate with your 10 credits without any problem. Okay. So, what are the typical structures of the Bachelor of Journalism? Bachelor of Journalism, you take Journalism and Media Studies 1 at first year, and then you take another subject and another one and another one. So you take JMS plus 3 other subjects from other departments. At second year, you take JMS 2, Journalism and Media Studies 2, and 3 other second year subjects or other subjects for that matter from other departments. Then at year 3, you take Journalism and Media Studies 3, and then you take another subject that you would have done all the way from first year to second year. You major in Journalism and Media Studies and the other subject. For instance, you can major in JMS plus Anthropology, or JMS plus History, or JMS plus Philosophy, anything that you choose to do. Then when you are done with third year, you then go to fourth year where you do only JMS4. The Bachelor of Fine Art is also a 10 credit course. You begin year 1 with Fine Art Practice 1 and Art History and Visual Culture 1 and another subject. You do the same at second year, Fine Art Practice 2, Art History and Visual Culture 2, and you can take maybe another subject, let's say COSA 2 if you have done COSA 1, or maybe Germany 2 if you have done, or History 2 if you have done History 1. So you take 4 credits there at the second year. Then third year, you specialize in Fine Art Practice 3, which means when you are specializing in Bachelor of Fine Art, you have to take your fine art courses throughout with you. You don't drop any of them, the choices you would have taken. So you take Fine Art Practice 3 and Art History and Visual Culture 3. And then in year 4, you take Fine Art Practice 4 and Art History and Visual Culture. And then we award you the credits that you need. For the Bachelor of Music, it's an 11 credit course, which means that at year 1, you got to take 3 music courses, credits, and 1 other credit from another set of our disciplines in the humanities. At year 2, you take 3 music credits as well, plus another subject, or even any other one, or 2 others if you want. At year 3, you take 2 music courses and 3 other credits in addition. At 4th year, you then take 4th year music studies. It's music throughout, and then you are done. So typically, a degree in the humanities is 3 years or 4 years, depending on the choice that you take. But it can take longer than 3 or 4 years due to people changing subject choices, especially if they temper with their majors. Number 2, you can also take longer if you fail some courses. So a degree will usually take an extra year or more if a student failed to obtain the necessary credit within the time. So typically we would advise that you pass 3 credits or more credits in the first year, same for the second year of study. But we expect that in second year, by second year, you would have a cumulative total of 7 credits, or 8 credits are much more desirable. Then at the final year, you take 2 or 3 credits, and then you stand a high chance of completing your degree in time. But what does it mean to learn or to study at Rhodes? I want to say to you, a degree is not bought by money. A degree is not bought by fees. You earn a degree by studying, and studying hard. So you also make it to the fact that you made it to the university does not actually signal that you have arrived. I want to emphasize and stress that this is a new journey, that yes, it's on serious challenges and demands that you got to be able to meet. You are stepping into a new level. where you are expected to think at a high level and to do work faster than you were used to do at matric or at GCE O level, A level, or wherever you came from. So we urge you therefore to strongly partner with the lecturers to keep on track. Do not shun them, do not run away from them, but embrace them and take time to talk to your lecturers as well as your tutors who assist you in your learning process. And the other thing I want to say is that when you get an assignment, as soon as the assignment is put to you, you must not procrastinate, but you rather go through it as quickly as possible to ensure that there is no backlog and that you will not blame anyone in the future. So it's important to really focus and do your work as quickly as you can. I would like to state that our focus as the leadership of the faculty and as the lecturers in the Faculty of Humanities is to actually develop you as a holistic person with an emphasis on education rather than on vocation. So in other words, we see our students as people who will be able to develop creative and critical thinking skills, and people who will develop compassionate capabilities and clear communications with a capacity for lifelong learning. We also have assumptions about you, and I believe that our assumptions are correct about you as our student that I've just welcomed. I assume that you want to be at Rhodes University and you want it to be your intellectual home. I assume that you want to learn. I assume that you want to cooperate with your peers and staff in your learning process. I assume that you want to perform better and to perform very well. And I want to assume that you want to take responsibility for your studies. I assume that you want to ask questions, and I assume that you are proactive with your learning. I assume that you want to work independently. And on the basis of those assumptions, I would like to advise you then that it's important that you manage your time carefully and make sure that you do the primary thing that you came here to do, your academic life, where you attend your lectures, where there are lectures online or physically in venues, where you do all the assignments in time, ask if you do not understand, work on the project that you're supposed to do, and so forth. Where you do sports, where you exercise, where you do hobbies, you manage it. And where you do your entertainment and social engagements, you manage it in such a manner that it does not end up vitiating the major reason why you are here. So in other words, it's important to develop a particular pattern of behavior that allows you to get up, to eat, to attend lectures, or to do all that you should do, which assist in your learning process as it were. So you must be able to ask questions, look, listen, experience things around you, clarify things with people if you don't understand, argue your point if you want to argue, and so on. Write things down, review things, file, keep information, and so on. I would like to suggest to you that sometimes without you preparing for it, certain things may actually go wrong. But when things go wrong, relax, don't panic, don't hide. Go and talk to tutors, go and talk to your lecturer, go and talk to your course coordinator, the head of department, and the dean. All those people are there to offer you the support that you are looking for. If you are in res, talk to your sub-warden, talk to your warden, talk as well if you are in the system to the counseling center and a variety of other services to ensure that you are actually covered. It may also happen that maybe you don't perform well in the course and so on, and then you find yourself that you are being sent a warning from the dean. There is a rule called G7 in the university calendar, where in fact, if a student does not successfully complete 2 credits or more per year, that student will be academically excluded on the basis of what is called the G7 rule. So in June of every year, at least 2 credits, if at least 2 credits are not passed, you will receive a warning that you are actually in danger and that you actually have to do something about your learning. And therefore, you don't have to ignore the G7 rule, but rather take action. But above all, welcome all of you to the institution, and I'm glad that you will enjoy your learning at Rhodes University and in the Faculty of Humanities. I will be available as your dean, going through the process and as you learn. As I said, Professor Enocent Msindo, that is my name. I will see some of you soon, barring the coronavirus, or I will talk to some of you soon virtually. All the best to all of you. Thank you.